Okay, and check and see if we are live. Not yet. I think so. Redirecting to Facebook Live page. Okay, yay, we are live. Okay. Sorry that we're a couple minutes late, you guys. Linz, thanks for being on here with me tonight. I'm so excited. For those of you who are hopping on, if you're watching live, make sure to interact with us. Please say hello. Please ask your questions. I know I have my phone pulled up. Linz probably does too. We are going to just be chit-chatting. We've both got our vino and we're just having a good time chatting. I almost lost track of time and we're a little bit late, but if you are new to the group, welcome. This is Elevate Academy for brand building, intentional influencers and mompreneurs. You don't have to be a mompreneur, but we do have a lot of mamas in this group, myself and Lindsay included. And tonight I'm super, super excited to introduce you to Lindsay and just for you to hear from her about the awesome ways that she has built her impact, her influence, her income, all of the above, really predominantly leveraging a platform called TikTok. And no, you do not have to be coordinated or a dancer to rock it on TikTok. Lindsay is not up there dancing, but she's rushing it. So please say hello. If you watch this by replay, I know a lot of you will also say hi. Feel free to ask your questions if you'd like. Stick around to the end though, or if you're watching this by replay, I guess you could like fast forward, but stick around to the end because we are going to mention something super exclusive, a limited time and exclusive one-time offer that you're not going to want to miss if you are truly interested in building your influence, building your income, leveraging TikTok. So definitely stick around to this. Our interview is going to be jam-packed with nuggets of gold, no doubt. But if you're really ready for like that next level and this resonates, then you're going to want to stick around. I know I'm going to stick around for it, but you'll see what I mean. Anyway, so Linz, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
This is so much fun. For those of you who, some of you know myself, or you might know Lindsay, or you might know both of us, but just to give you like a little bit of background, and then I'll kind of turn over some questions for Linz. We met 3-ish years ago. Is it 3 years ago?
I think it's been 3.
Yeah, it's been about 3 years ago. We met through, both of us currently have a partnership with the network marketing social retail company, but we actually met through another company that we were both a part of 3 years ago. So we met through that and then have just stayed connected. We're partnered in our current business. And Lindsay and I just share the same kind of philosophy around, building a brand and building a personal brand and monetizing a personal brand in ways that don't pigeonhole you to kind of one thing. And so I'm so excited, Linz, for you to share the success that you've had and kind of how your journey, because it's really amazing and so amazing. So let me just make sure that I can see comments and questions real quick without the sound being on. Okay, cool. Samantha's on, Jessica's on, Megan's here for this. Yes, Tiffany's on. Who else is there? Kara, yay, awesome. Jessica says taking all the notes. Jenny's on. Okay, awesome. We have super amazing people watching with us live. Linz, I have a few questions, but we can also just like, if there's anything you feel like the group should know or that would be super helpful, feel free to drop your wisdom nuggets.
Absolutely.
Okay. So TikTok, because I know for me, and I don't know for our audience that's watching how familiar everyone is with TikTok as a platform. It's sort of like this enigma for me, and I'm guessing other people. So I guess why for you, like what was the draw to TikTok? Like why did you get started on TikTok? Like what did you see? What was kind of your, does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Okay. So a little bit of background, like Ashley said, we met through another network marketing company, and I switched over to the social retail company that we're now partnered with. And after taking, joining Ashley's group, doing the III Academy course, learning all the things, I quickly realized how important it was to kind of grow your brand and not just be, you know, like a walking billboard for your company and whatnot. And so I really wanted to focus on building a brand, being able to market like myself and gain influence. And so the funny thing is I actually signed up for an Instagram course way back in the day. And I think I got about a quarter of the way through it, didn't finish, you know, but I was all about, okay, I'm going to grow my account, I'm going to do this. Life happened. I just didn't finish the course. And then I happened to be on this woman's email list and saw her email come through, and whatever the subject line was, I guess I could say changed my life, because it literally it said, if you want to grow your business like exponentially fast and really take like the fast road to success, you need to be on TikTok or something along those lines. And of course I clicked on it and went down the rabbit hole, and it was just, you know, it took me to a YouTube video where I, you know, very quickly found how fast TikTok is growing and how different it is from all these other social media platforms. And it just really intrigued me. You know, I'm all about learning new things and absorbing all the things. And so I literally went down a rabbit hole and did all sorts of research on, you know, why TikTok was becoming the new social media app, and exactly like how it was helping grow businesses so fast and brands so fast. And so, you know, basically what I learned is like TikTok actually, from, you know, when Instagram exploded, for instance, Instagram took 6 years to like get to where it was, and TikTok did that in 3, and like it has just like exploded. And not only did the app explode, like there's, I don't know, 1 billion users on it or something, but everybody that's joining that are really taking it seriously for building like their business and their brand, are noticing that they're following, like their followers and their accounts are just exploding like way faster than you would on like Facebook or Instagram. And that to me was very appealing. I was like, okay, sign me up. What do I need to do?
Yeah.
And so I basically, you know, I joined back, it was about a year ago. It was about around Halloween. Cause I think, you know, when I hopped on, I played around with it a little bit. Like everybody else, I joined and was like, why are there just teenagers dancing? I don't understand. You know, it's, you know, you're intimidated. You're like, I am way too old for this app. I should not be on it.
Yep, that was my thought too. I'm like, I can't, this is not my place.
And I'm like, I don't dance. I'm not funny. I mean,
you are.
But no, I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. But I was like, this lady said to join. So I played around with it, and I was like, I didn't tell anybody it was on it. I didn't even tell my family, because they're going to be like, TikTok, why are you on TikTok? Like, you're too old. I just played around with it. I posted some things. I was just having fun with it at first. And it wasn't until I think it wasn't like in June that I happened to like, you know, for a lot of people just use it for entertainment. I watched, you know, I was one of those people up to like 2 a.m. watching TikTok. And I stumbled across a TikTok that it was a product that this girl showed that she got on Amazon. It was like the bug bite thing. I don't know if you guys remember that. Like, I bought it. I was a sucker. I saw it come up on my Instagram feed and I bought it. It actually works for me though. I don't know if it works for everybody, but she posted this video on TikTok. It was a 15-second video and just demonstrated the product, showed it. And then, you know, I happened to look and she had 4 million views on that 15-second video. And I was like, wait a minute, I have that product. Like, what? All she did was talk about it. So then I clicked on her account, and all of her videos were things she had gotten on Amazon. And all of them were like 1 million views, 3 million views, 4 million. And she had like almost at that time, almost 1 million followers. And this was in 2 months. And I was like, what? So I'm like, all right, I can do this.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know, like for those of you that know me, like I have for years now been showing like my Friday faves. I'm a huge fan of just
part of your brand.
Yeah. Every Friday I show my Friday faves, and it's whether it's Amazon or not, just my 5 things I've been loving. And I was like, all right, I've been doing this for years. I can hop on and show something for 15 seconds. So what I did was I did a little experiment, and I said, I'm going to really like take this seriously and see if this will actually grow my business. Like if people are into this and like she's seeing results, then I can do this. And so I kind of like said, I'm going to do this. I did 2 TikToks a day on just products I liked,
Mm-hmm.
15, 30-second video. And by like, I did a little series of like Amazon finds. And by the 3rd video, that one like went viral. And I had like, right now it's at like 3 million views. And I just started snowballing from there.
That's insane.
And then it was like, yeah, so that was probably in July. And then it just like has been crazy ever since.
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's a question, because I'm sure people are wondering this. Are you still, so you're still seeing growth? People on this app are still seeing this major growth. It's not like, oh, you missed it. Like, too bad if you didn't sign up a year ago.
Yeah. So what's really cool about TikTok and why it's so different from Facebook and Instagram and like why you can grow so fast
Yeah.
is, for one, there's a couple, I mean, there's many reasons, but one of the things that I think is really big is the For You page. So like if you think about Facebook, you have you have your friends list, people that you friended, and depending on whether you have 300 friends or 4,000 friends, you have your set amount of friends that are seeing your feed. And the thing with Facebook is they're really only seeing, what is it, like 5% people, 5% of people? I can't remember what the number is.
It's less than 10% of your are
Yeah.
going to see it. It's got to be less right now. I feel like
Yeah.
visibility is
And
so difficult.
you might have 4,000 followers. You might have,
Yeah.
if you're just on it for fun, you might only have 400 friends, your high school friends, your coworkers.
Mhm.
But the bottom line is they're only a small percentage of those people are seeing your posts. Like all this hard
Yeah.
work you're putting into those amazing posts or your lives you're doing, only a small percent of people are seeing those posts. And same thing with Instagram. You make a great post, but then once you post it, unless the algorithm picks up on it and you start getting traction, that post goes away. Or it doesn't go away, but
Right.
you're not continually
Not getting
getting
seen.
likes
Yeah.
and comments on it. So what's
No.
cool about TikTok is that when you post a video, it continually gets likes and comments. Like I still have several videos that are like getting comments and likes. In fact, the ones that went viral early on are
Yeah.
still getting new people liking and commenting
Wow.
on it, because it keeps showing up in people's
On that For You
For
page?
You page. Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
So
that's awesome.
it's really kind of cool because, and
Yeah.
another really cool feature is anybody at all can go viral at any time. So you can get on the app tomorrow, create a video for your first time ever, and it can go viral and have millions of viewers. Now, I'm not saying that's typical or normal,
Yeah, but it
but
could.
every single video, whether you have 700,000 followers, 4 million followers, or 3 followers,
Mhm.
it's pushed out to the For You page and has an equal opportunity to go viral. So that is like amazing to me because you can post a video and have, if it goes viral or it's popular, you can have, like I posted a video last night and I just looked at it, has 206,000 views already. So that's 206,000 people that
Ah,
may not have ever been following me before, but are now seeing my content. And now they're like potentially following me because they're like, oh, I like this video. I want to follow her for more.
yeah.
So that's why I think you can grow so quickly because,
Yeah.
not only do I have that video, but all of my other videos, once you get a viral video like that or a video that people like, and they come to
They're like
your feed.
binging your stuff, right? Like
Yeah. They're binging your stuff, and then you keep getting more and more pushes out to people's For You page. So you can have a video that didn't do well in the beginning that once you sort of gain traction, people might see and start liking because you have more followers seeing it. And then it starts being pushed out to even more people. So like, to me, that's just genius. Like whatever algorithm they're using is just like,
it is.
so smart. And what they're doing, like their algorithm is so intelligent that they're actually showing it to people that are, that like if they like your content, they're showing your content to, like they're
Like similar
yeah.
content, similar
So
accounts.
exactly. So like with
Oh,
Facebook, you could be posting something about
not that
puppies,
way.
but maybe your high school friend doesn't like puppies. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So, but
But
like
they're gonna see it anyway, and
they're
they
gonna
don't
see it
really want to
anyway.
see
Yeah.
it.
But like TikTok is showing like, and that's why people binge and sit on the app for like 3 hours at a time, because their For You page is just constant stuff that TikTok knows you like. And so you're like, oh my gosh, this one's great. This one's great. And so They're
Wow.
just sneaky. They're sneaky. It's kind of
So
amazing.
this makes me think about just brands. So as you guys know, I'm a fan of multiple streams of income and monetizing your influence. If you're going to build it, you're going to be providing the value. You know your brand. Lindsay has a solid brand. She's sharing Amazon finds, helpful finds, mom hacks, life hacks. So people know when they come to her TikTok, like they're going to get something useful, right? But it makes sense to me, like brands must be going crazy over like having access to your account. Like, how are you monetizing? Are you working with brands? Is it affiliate income? Like, if you could kind of go over the ways that you are capitalizing on this influence, because it's not just for you. You're building super smart. It's not just about the number. Like, that's awesome. You've got 260,000 followers. That's amazing. But it's not just a vanity number. You are actually very intelligently monetizing this and building your email list and all of things. So how are you monetizing? Like, what are the different streams you have going based upon your audience
Yeah.
that you have?
So that was the thing. Like I knew when I was joining TikTok, like, yeah, it's fun. But for me, I was like, I want to make this like work for my business. And like
Yes.
you said, have multiple streams of income
Yep.
potentially from this because you're growing so fast. Why wouldn't you, So
Yeah.
the different ways that I'm monetizing is, well, for one, like all the Amazon, like in the beginning when I very first started exploding, I was doing a lot of Amazon, I guess product reviews, not just showing things I loved using. And a lot of the things, I don't just show anything. The things that I like to show, I like to keep in line with my brand. So like I'm a
Yep.
mom, so I'll show things,
Yep.
like the one that I showed last night was like 3 baby proofing things that I love, like, and other moms on there are like, oh my gosh, do a part 3, like
Yeah.
they're coming to me because they know
Yeah.
I'm a mom and that's the things that I'm going to show. And so I like to keep it in line with like my brand. And so because I was kind of showing a lot of the Amazon things in the beginning, I signed up for the Amazon Associates program.
Mhm.
So that's one of the streams. And that alone has like blown me away of what just
Are
from
you
putting.
comfortable with like telling us like numbers? I'm some of you, okay, so some of you, if you're like so sensitive about, hearing people give numbers, I think it's important because I would want to know like the potential, like, okay, so we're talking about affiliate income. So can you give us like last month from your Amazon only bulk, like what was the approximate like affiliate commissions
Yeah,
last month?
absolutely. So what I do is when I do a video, I always post like just in the comments, like link in my bio. And then in my bio, I use Linktree, like I just have a section like Amazon faves and it's tied to
Mhm.
my storefront. And so that is directed to my Amazon associates. You get a
Yep.
commission off every time somebody buys whatever you
Mhm.
are linking. And
Yep.
so last month alone, it was, gosh, just under $2,300 that I brought in from Amazon associates. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to be on TikTok like tonight creating
I want to cry because like that's not
one,
something
yo,
a
that's
year ago that I ever thought was possible.
one stream. One
Yeah.
stream.
And
One
that's
month,
just
one stream.
last month. Like, that just blows me away.
It's so
And
awesome.
because like my following is just keeps growing like exponentially, like each month it just keeps getting better and better.
This
And
is
I'm
the
just
beginning. This is
just
the
blown
beginning.
away.
That's crazy.
So that's Amazon. That's one of the ways.
How have you seen full disclosure, I can see Lindsay's growth when it comes to like our social retail opportunity. It's kind of funny, like this month, for example, this month. So I'll go to my back office and I'll go to sleep one night and I check our numbers. I'm like, oh man, our team's like crushing it. This is awesome. And then I wake up the next morning. I'm like, what the heck happened? And I'm like, let me go check Lindsay's TikTok. I'm like, sure enough, Lindsay posted her monthly TikTok on a product from our affiliate product from our company. It's insane, you guys. So if you can describe like how are you weaving in, because this is something that I teach, because most of our Elevate Academy members do have a network marketing business, but they want to grow it in a way that they're not having to DM people and they're using attraction marketing, like truly using attraction marketing, and figuring out how to weave that into like their overall brand. And you're doing it like perfectly and it's super effective. So if you can just kind of talk about like, how have you seen the growth of that prong of your brand and that income stream grow as a result of what you're doing?
So basically, because I was sharing a lot of the Amazon finds and I noticed people were like just flocking to Amazon and buying whatever, like I would get messages like, I just bought 5 of the things you shared. I'm like, awesome.
And
And so,
myself included. I was
yeah.
like, Lindsay, stop doing these TikToks. I'm spending too much money on Amazon.
By the way, like a lot of these I get from watching other influencers and I'm like,
Yeah.
I did that. And then I share about it. So
Yep.
it's full circle. But I'm very easily influenced.
It's paid off though. You've now paid for every Amazon purchase you've ever made in
Yeah.
like the last
Now I
couple
don't
months.
feel so bad when the Amazon
No.
package come to my door because I can tell my husband like,
You're like, don't say anything.
work. But no, so then I just remember the very first product I posted after, I started gaining a lot of followers.
Mhm.
And I just remember that night I like ranked up 2 ranks within 6 hours. And I remember I was like crying. I remember I was messaging like, Ashley, like I don't know what's going on.
What's happening? I'm like, awesomeness is happening. You're
They just keep, and like, so in our company, we get text messaged like every time a customer signs up and buys. And like the texts were just coming in. And I was like, I don't even know what's going on. Like half these people I haven't ever talked to. Like I put the link in my bio and they were just buying. Like, and it's obviously because they knew me or maybe not, and they just like shopping. But I mean, because of like what I've been sharing on my account, they trusted me and they knew that I share things that I love. And they're like, okay, this is just another thing she's sharing about. I'm going to buy it. And
Yes, you made that shift. I've said it a million times in this group. You made that shift from being a consultant or a distributor or, and then also sharing things to an influencer. And that makes all the difference in how you position yourself and the type of content you share. And you can create multiple income streams from it. It's such a beautiful thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, exactly. Like, I'm just so excited for you. And
yeah. And I just remember, that
wild.
week, I think it was that very first month, I just, every time I think I ranked up like 4 times.
It was 4 times in like 2 days. It was
I
something
was like,
just insane.
and it's been great ever since because now those people are like repeat customers, or I'll share now that I've got even more followers. Now when I post, it's just like it's crazy. Like it was
Mhm.
end of October, I was looking at my numbers, I was like, oh, I should probably post something.
That was the night I'm talking about. I was like, what just, oh, Lindsay must have posted. There's no other explanation. I've never seen something like that happen
Do the end
ever.
of the month, like crush it. And then I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, like this is insane. And so
And how amazing is it that have you had to DM anyone for any sales in your network
no,
marketing
that's the
partnership?
thing.
Nope.
That very first month I posted, I think I had 80 new customers, over 80 new customers. And and then it just continued because like I said,
80 customers in a month?
yeah, in 2 weeks actually, because I posted like mid-month. So,
I don't even think I knew. That's wild.
it was insane. And then it just,
Wow.
because like I said, like TikTok, you keep getting views and likes and comments on
Yeah.
it. So as it starts to like build steam, you just like the next month, I don't even know if I posted another one, or I might have, I don't remember, but like I kept getting new customers, and like my
Yeah.
customer pod was just growing. And it just happened so fast that I literally was like, okay, I need to automate everything. I need to get
Mhm.
everything like squared away so that like, because it was coming in so fast, I didn't know how to handle it.
Got a virtual assistant on board now. Shout out to
Yeah,
Kendra. She's both of us. She's amazing.
I did, because I was like, Ashley, I need help.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know
this escalated quickly. What do I do now?
I was like, I never in a million years like would have imagined that. And then, and then I started getting, everything else in line, like my blog. And,
Mhm.
I finally got that launched, and TikTok was able to, like, I remember there's so many different things you can do on TikTok to kind of grow your other social media platforms. Like for
Yep.
instance, my Instagram was kind of kind of just holding steady at like, I think it was like 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, I know from talking to other people, like, I joined a TikTok group on Facebook, like people were like, yeah, you can really grow your Instagram and your other platforms. So I was like, all right, let's see if I could do that. And then
Yep.
I think I'm at like almost 12,000 followers on Instagram, and I was at 4,000 for years.
Yeah.
And that was in like 2 months, 3 months.
Yep. And it's extremely, for those of you who don't know, that growth on Instagram now is extremely difficult to do organically without paying for ads or paying for followers or things like that. So the fact that you've been able to organically bring people over and leverage the platform of TikTok to grow your Instagram is so awesome. Like it's genius. I'm so glad that you're doing that. Some people are doing it with YouTube, but you can leverage the dramatic growth you can experience on TikTok to whichever other avenue that you're wanting to build, and just build another asset for your brand, which is you've got your blog going, your email list going, all kinds of like long-term play type of assets for your brand, which I love to see.
Which I think is really important because, like, with any social media platform, you never know when something's going to happen and it might go away. There was that whole scare where we didn't know if TikTok was going to go away.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like I no. And so that's when I realized, okay, I gotta get these followers over to Instagram and my other platforms so that I can, have a way to contact these followers. And so I think, it's great to have a following on TikTok, but to be able to utilize getting that following over to other platforms, and especially an email list. I was able to, right before not Black Friday, Prime Day, I did one video to get people to my email newsletter to just get an update on like my I keep saying Black Friday, Prime Day sales.
Yeah.
And I gained like 600 people to my email list. And I'm like, that's not easy to do either.
No, it's not. Again, not without paying for ads running to your lead magnet, which you didn't even have to do that. It's like, that's amazing. Are you working with brands right now? Are you doing, because I know part of the, so Lindsay's gone through for those of you who don't know, I have a signature program. It's the Influence, Impact, and Income Academy. One of the modules we go over affiliate marketing and sponsored posts. And so I'm assuming you are, but are you doing like brand sponsored posts, like through your TikToks? Are you getting paid to post? Are you going to, like, how's that?
Yeah, so that's what's really cool too. As soon as I started growing, brands are like reaching out to me daily now. Like I just remember the first one I got in, I was like, wait, what? Like, how did you even find me? And a lot of them will message you through Instagram. They're like, we saw your TikTok, and now some of them are, they're not like legit. They're just, they want to send you free product. But as I started realizing like how fast I was growing, and just, from talking to other people on TikTok who have seen growth, they're like, you can be charging XYZ and don't just take product for free. Like, you don't understand how valuable your account is right now. And those followers, like, so yeah, I've been doing, am I allowed to say?
Yeah, I'm just curious how much, so you have 260,000 plus growing daily followers. What did they tell you? Like, what are you quoting people for deals for is it 60-second video?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because TikTok is so new. Like, I did a lot of research into looking into like, what can I charge for a sponsored post?
Yeah,
I know for free. And I had a really hard time finding out what I should charge.
Yeah.
And I actually just did a podcast. It was like a guy found me who's the podcast is going to be on Thursday, but he reached out to me and was like, can I interview you for my podcast? Because he saw one of my videos on the For You page, and he wanted to like interview me about my success. I'm like, absolutely. And so he's actually, he's kind of like a liaison between like TikTok talent and brands. And so he kind of like brings them together. And so I was like, and I didn't even realize that at the time, but when I found out, I was like, okay, can you like help me really narrow down what I can be
sidebar
charging?
here?
Yeah.
How much can I charge?
And he totally helped me out, which was amazing.
Nice.
Like, this
just whenever you ask me, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can tell you Instagram, but TikTok, it's like, It's like
Yeah. And I think I asked you, I'm like, what do I charge? I
I
don't
was
know.
like, sorry, I'm not your girl. I'm not your girl. You're my girl for TikTok. I have no clue.
Well, now I know. So
Yeah.
there's actually like a formula, but for somebody with my size following and my views, like they go by like average monthly views of your videos.
Okay.
I can charge anywhere from like, I think it was like 500 to like $1,100 per video. And so, yeah, it's
So just do a few of those a month. I mean, you
or like,
guys, like this is wild. Like I literally was talking to Lindsay before this. I'm like, I'm going to start doing TikTok. Like this is silly to not. It's really silly to not, especially if you know how to grow an account, not just how to like get on there and post a video, but like how do you actually grow? So it's so awesome, Lindsay. I get so excited. Like there's just been so many amazing opportunities that have come your way because you have, for those of you who don't know, Lindsay's not that she didn't just like get on TikTok. Like that wasn't it. She's been building her brand. She's been consistently showing up for years, honing in on her niche, like what type of content she shares, what resonates with her audience, and building from there. And then she found a platform to just like literally scale that like to the nines, which is so cool. Like you are so deserving of like every single bit of success and all the opportunities that have come your way. And I'm just so proud of you. And it's so exciting to see someone that you just, Lindsay has a heart of gold. If you know her, and just always the best of intentions. And it's really fun to see if if you agree, let's see some hearts, but it's really fun to see someone like that win, and just do really well and share her knowledge. Like I'm so thankful that you are sharing this with us tonight for free, like just coming on here and taking your time when you could be creating a bunch of TikToks and
oh, I'm so passionate about this. Like when you asked me, I was like, absolutely. Because I want to scream it from the rooftops. Like
yeah,
you guys don't understand the
yeah,
potential. And you don't have to dance. I don't dance in any of my videos. Like if, like you said, if you find your niche and narrow it down
yeah.
and do what you love and are passionate about it and consistent, like anybody can do this. I promise you.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a good question. This Jessica says, so what you're saying is we all need to do Amazon faves. No, yes, that probably would be effective, but I mean, I'll kind of give some feedback. Jess, that's a good like question / comment. Because I was asking that same thing. I'm like, well, what would I do for my brand? And Lindsay was right away saying, there's, oh my gosh, there's people who do what you do, and this is how they do it. Like, do you see, is there a growth for a variety of different types of business that you see? I'm just not on the app as much as.
Yeah. So absolutely. So like and like I was just telling Ashley before we got on the call, I'm like, I feel like I could totally see your account, like how you would do it. I just there's some accounts that I follow that are very similar to like not what you do, but the
Yeah.
style that you could go in.
Yeah.
But I think, like for me, Amazon was kind of my thing. Like I've been sharing Amazon products for years and like that's what
nothing new.
But now, like, and even now I feel like so many people share Amazon stuff on TikTok now because I think that was kind of like a trend for a little while. But there's other accounts that I follow that like, are very, very niche down. Like there's this account, 7 days of fun or 7 days of play. That one and then Crafty Mamas are two like very specific toddler activities. Like every day they post crafts and they're like so genius. And I binge watched both of their accounts because they were just so unique and so creative. And, I think they found what worked for them and that's what they focused on. And they just were consistent and that's what they post every day. And now their posts are like blowing up and they have thousands of followers. And I think that's true with like any account, there's like, so the podcast that I was just on, I kind of binge listened to all of the people that were on his show. There's a guy that like dresses up as Willy Wonka and like has millions of followers, but that's his thing. Like he's Willy Wonka and like, like you just never know what's going to work. There's another girl that does like glass blowing and she's become like, she has 2 million followers. It's like, you just never know what's going to work. But once you find that thing that like fits your niche, because there's a lot of people that get on there and are like just doing all the trends and all the things, and they're like all over the place, and they don't,
Willy-nilly is what I like to
yeah,
refer to that as.
they're doing all the things when really they need to focus on the one thing and narrow it down, you know,
Yep.
just
What do
like
you want?
any brand, like in anything that
Exactly. And I think that's so for, again, kind of getting back to speaking to our friends who have network marketing businesses, I think where my position on it anyway is I feel a lot of times with branding, we're told, pick 5 brand pillars and post about 5 things or more. And it's just, to me, choosing like 2 or 3
yeah,
things you're going to share about and make it highly valuable for a target audience, that's going to get you further there. What's the saying? Like the riches are in the niches. And I think it's true. And TikTok's a great example of that. Like the people, think about the people that you follow. I know the accounts I follow on TikTok, most of them are for like education. Like I go on there to like learn about a specific topic. And I expect that person to talk about that topic. And then when they do something else, I like them. And so I'm like, oh, cool, this random snippet of their life. But most of their content is that one thing or those 2 things that I know them for. So when you're thinking about your own personal brand, just thinking about what do I want to be known for? Like, what do I really want to teach on or entertain on or share about? Like, and really thinking about that because people do. TikTok's like the algorithm is a prime example of that. They know that because they're not going to take someone who's posting about every single thing under the sun. The algorithm doesn't work for that.
right.
You know?
So when you have people doing all the, like, there's dances that go viral. If you're
Yeah.
just doing all the things that go viral, they're showing your video to like random groups of people where like you want it to be shown to a
A
specific.
following. Yeah. Like your people who are going to continue following you. And I know for you, like you have this, a lot of the same, like sticky viewers or whatever that are sticking around your account and continue. Like, what's she going to share next from Amazon? Because I bought something last month and it was awesome. So I'm going to take her recommendation. Oh, and she shared something that just so happens to be an affiliate product from a network marketing company. I'm also going to buy that because, hey, all her recommendations are awesome. So yeah, I mean, TikTok just seems like the place to experience organic growth right now. I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything, I think it's intimidating. I know for me, it's intimidating just because of I thought it was like all dancing and
Mm-hmm.
like you have to be
Yeah.
like super good at, videography or whatever. But
I think it just takes, because like when I got on, I was like, okay, I showed a lot of like Emmett, I have a 1-year-old. I showed a lot of him and I showed like recipes and like my life because I was like,
yep,
I don't know what to show. But once you get that, you sort of get into your groove and you show, like, you start to see what your followers are liking, and you'll notice because they'll get more views. Go with it, like run with it,
yeah,
and then explode.
I'm so excited. So can I kind of, I wanted to segue, unless, is there anything else you wanted to kind of share? I feel like I could ask you a bunch of questions, but we have something super special
No, I think
that
I'm
might.
good.
Okay. So you guys, Lindsay and I were talking, and this is something that we've kind of been chatting back and forth about. She is someone who knows how to grow your account. So not just like how to get on there. You can go Google tonight, like how to create a TikTok video. Lindsay, I'm assuming that's what you did. You just
Oh yeah.
Googled like
YouTube, they
you
tell
Googled it, you YouTubed it. But what people are not sharing for free is like, how did they actually grow their accounts? Because some of it is for you page, but you have a lot of, I know this, you have a lot of strategy behind that growth. It didn't just magically happen like, oh my God, the algorithm. You know what you're doing. So if I think that's probably clear. You guys watching are like, oh my gosh, you can see that clearly in Lindsay, but she's going to be putting together a course, like a TikTok growth course. So I asked her and she graciously agreed if she would be down for shooting a live masterclass within my membership community. So those of you who are in Intentional Influencer Society, you're going to be able to watch that live. You're going to be able to watch the live masterclass she's putting together with like actual legit growth tips. You guys heard she's able to bring in income wise multiple 4-figure monthly income stream. So you can probably calculate the math on this, right? So if you are looking to find out how to grow on TikTok, with whatever your niche is, with whatever style you're using, in the membership group this month, Lindsay's going to be shooting the masterclass with an option for you to ask her questions. So on actual growth. Tonight, I see some questions, but if it's anything to do with like growth, that's really going to be within that membership. And we'll leave it up. Obviously, she's going to take this, she's going to package it up. This is going to be a passive product for her, another income stream. It's going to be much more expensive than it will be for my membership community. So I wasn't planning on like reopening Intentional Influencer Society. It's a kind of a small, tight-knit group. It's super awesome. But for this, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to give 25 slots still at the founding members rate. So if you remember when I first opened it up, I had it at a founding members rate. So if you would like to get into the membership, it's month to month. So you could literally just join for the TikTok class and then cancel. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I understand. But I think you'll like the content. If you want to learn how to brand yourself, if you want to learn how to build an email list, if you want to learn about funnels, all of that content is in the membership as well. So it's $67 a month. If you wanted to snag one of those 25 spots, that's all I'm going to open it up. I'm not going to open it up again for enrollment until next year. So if you want one of those, I thought I had a link for you, but I don't. I will have to get that to you later tonight or tomorrow morning. But if you want to secure one of those 25 spots before I send it out to my whole email list, then drop link in the comments and I'll make sure I will write down your name. You will get one of the 25 spots so that you can watch Lindsay's live masterclass on TikTok growth. So like the real, like the real, like I'm just excited. I'm going to be watching with bated breath and taking notes. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want one of those spots, drop link. I'll get you the link. It is $67, but $67 for what you're going to get is insane. So if you are at all interested in TikTok growth, obviously that's a steal. The other thing, which it just so happens to be the case, I also have a Facebook ads expert who's going to be shooting live a masterclass on Facebook ads. So if you're looking to grow your Facebook group, she's the one who taught me what I know how to do. And so she's going to be shooting a masterclass. So you'll also, lucky you, if you get one of those spots, you'll get that as well. So this is over, all things considered, that's at least a $2,500 value right there for $67. So I'll just leave that there. You can drop link if you want. And then, yeah, I think that's my call to action for you guys, because, you know, you always got to have a call to action, but I know some of you were really interested in kind of a deeper dive. So Linz, thanks for kind of like gifting our members in a sense that masterclass, because I know you're gonna.
It's just something I'm super passionate about. And I just want to be able to help as many people grow. I love this community and everyone that's in II Academy. And it's just, everything that you teach, like I've taken that over to TikTok, and it's just, I'm like, I need to share this.
Yes, it's so exciting. And I even just in listening to you tonight and thinking through all of this, I'm like, why am I not on TikTok? I think I've been so hesitant, but why not? There's so many different ways you can take it. So you guys, if you want, don't be scared. I know I was scared, but I'm really going to try to implement everything that Lindsay's going to be teaching in the masterclass. And just taking my brand over there, and not being intimidated and not being, scared. Why not? Why not just try it out and see how it goes? And I know we're going to get some awesome growth tips. I mean, anyone who could grow a following from 0 to hundreds of thousands of followers in mere months, like I want to learn. I definitely want to learn from you. So thank you, Linz, for doing that. Are there any, Samantha saying, Link, you're already in the group, so you already got it. It's free to you. But thank you. Anyone else? Okay, cool. Lots of links. That's awesome. Megan says she's super excited. It's so awesome to watch your journey. Yes, it's so amazing. So Linz, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
This is like, I already like one of my favorite videos in the group. I just think it's so valuable and so exciting when we get to hear from our group members, our, our membership members about their just success in applying principles of becoming an influencer. And it can be, everyone's journey looks different, but yours has been amazing to watch. So,
and I have you to thank for a lot of what I learned, honestly, from being in your groups. So thank you, honestly.
well, you're welcome, but it is, it's all you, and it's so much I made a post, I think earlier, was it today? If you want something to work, like if you want it to work, you want to grow your brand, it's just a matter of learning the things. So learning things, listening, like investing, you invested in yourself, you took courses, we've done coaching, and you applied it. Like you applied it and you found what worked for you. You're like, okay, I'm going to take that, but you applied it. Like you took action and you just kept taking action and until you found the success path for you. And that's going to look different for everyone. But I also love that you're now going to take your success and create another income stream and impact stream, because you're going to be able to help so many other people to grow their own TikTok accounts, which I love it. I love the full circle. Yeah, it is.
Full circle.
It is. It's great. And that's, making impactful income is so satisfying. So for those of you who are, you're wanting to learn how to do the same, get on into the membership. Again, you will not hurt my feelings if you're like, I just want it for Lindsay's course and then I'm going to cancel it. But I think once you get in there and you're in our community, you'll see the value of $67 a month. By the way, you also get two group Zoom coaching calls with me. So we talk about anything there from blogging to network marketing and how to apply that to social media, how to be an influencer, Amazon, like all the things. So you get so much value in that. I hope you'll at least you'll want to stick around, because I think you'll love it. But if nothing else, you're going to get that masterclass, you're going to get the Facebook ads masterclass, and 2 Q&A calls with me. So
you'll want to stick around. Trust me.
Yeah, I hope so. It's really fun. It's super fun. And if you like this group, this is my free group. I love this group. You guys are my family, but it's not I'm not doing like my mini classes here. That's for my paid membership group. So, yeah, I think that's it. Linz, we probably have 6:20. Oh yeah. All right. We're not going too long. Not too bad. Well, I guess let's sign off, but yeah, thank you so much for your time. This was fun as always.
This was so much fun.
I know. Well, you guys, if you have questions or you have any, just leave them in the comments. I know we'll have some to circle back around, but we don't want to take up your whole night. But if you found value, which I'm sure you did, because I know I did, go ahead and drop a hashtag value in the comments, and I will see you all next Tuesday for our next live. And if you want to, Linz, I know there was a lot of questions. Your handle on like TikTok is your first and last name. Like, where can they find you?
Yep. Just Lindsay Roggenbuck, Lindsay, Roggenbuck, Roggenbuck.
Okay, perfect. And I'll send out my Friday email to you guys. I'll put a replay of this. We'll have all her contact info, but first and last name, you can find her. So, All right. Well, Linz, thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, you guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.